Greetings and welcome to the Ocean Renewable Energy Minute, sponsored by the law offices of Carolyn Elefant. In the time it takes for you to crank up your news aggregator or read a couple of blog posts, you can have a rundown on what's current in the ocean renewable energy industry in 90 seconds or less. Let's get started now. First up, there are 3 weeks left to file comments in response to the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission's policy for preliminary permits for wave and tidal projects. Now that sounds like quite a mouthful, but what it boils down to is this. Basically, a preliminary permit gives a company 3 years to study a site and gives it an exclusive right to file a license application during the term of that permit to construct and operate the project. Now a lot can happen in 3 years. A developer can run out of money or simply decide to sit on a site, and as a result, those sites go undeveloped. FERC's proposed solution is strict scrutiny. FERC's going to require developers to propose a plan of study. FERC is going to ensure that developers comply with certain guidelines, deadlines, and milestones during the term of the permit. And FERC is going to require developers to file a notice of intent to file a license application while the permit's ongoing. All of this makes sure that progress under the permit is kept on track and that development of a site moves ahead smoothly. Now, unfortunately, one issue that FERC's permit policy doesn't address is how to choose between 2 competing proposals for a preliminary permit. Right now, there are at least 10 sites tied up at FERC because there are 2 applicants competing for the same site. The default way of selecting between those two sites right now is first to file or a race to the courthouse. But that doesn't seem like very sound policy for a nascent industry. FERC has got to come up with some guidelines for choosing between competing applicants in order for this industry to really move ahead. Next up, the Mineral Management Service issued a draft programmatic environmental impact statement for development of alternative energy resources on the Outer Continental Shelf. The good news? In the next 5 to 7 years, MMS anticipates development of offshore wind, wave, and tidal projects on the OCS. More good news? MMS is going to explore ways to facilitate use of decommissioned rigs for aquaculture and also for alternative energy and other renewables. The deadline for filing comments in response to the MMS EIS is at the beginning of May. Finally, are you looking for a place to put your money? Look no further than the ocean renewable energy industry. A recent study predicts that by 2011, the ocean renewables industry will be worth $360 million. That's something you can take to the bank. I'm Carolyn Elefant with this week's Ocean Renewable Energy Minute. Carpe diem or seize the day.